Apple stock has been considered overvalued for over a decade now, and it's still holding firm, still holding strong, and still driving the market, and still, and still remains the savings account of America, to say the least. It is still holding firm, even regardless of this assertion that it is overvalued for over 2 decades now. And that NASDAQ is projected to reach 17,215, 19,030, 21,354, but it will not get there without Apple. Apple is definitely will have to participate in driving it to such levels. Apple definitely will. If Apple is not involved in that, if Apple is not showing strength, not showing enough strength, if it's declining, if it's showing weakness, then the NASDAQ will equally do the same. So if the NASDAQ is going to get to these projections where I'm mentioning now, 17,215, 19,030, 21,354, then if it gets there, then you know that Apple is definitely a key component in that drive. Indeed, it also includes Nvidia. It also includes Tesla. So it's also speculated that Apple's M2 chip is just as good as Nvidia's AI chips. It's just as good as them. That's the speculation out there. And this chip, you can find them in the, but obviously not as much as they're just, you can find them in the 2022 MacBook Air, 2023 15-inch MacBook Air, and the 2022 13-inch MacBook Pro. This is where you can find these chips. These chips, they're speculated to be just as good as the Nvidia chips that are powering the likes of ChatGPT and indeed other unknown or less popular platforms, other large language models, because obviously it's not only OpenAI that is buying up those chips. Nvidia is selling to a lot of other organizations. So we have that in this session. Apple stock is up around 0.7% with a below average volume of 39.8 million shares, and NASDAQ itself is also showing strength. Let's see, it's up around let's see what NASDAQ is doing here. Let's get the live figures for NASDAQ. NASDAQ is currently at 15,460. That's around a gain of 1% or thereabouts. Okay, let's see what Apple is doing. AAPL. Apple is currently trading at $1,779.4. This is the 1 minute chart. Let's look at the 1 day chart and see what the projections are saying. Okay, on the 1 day charts, we have there's a projection that the 10-day moving average is going to decline. It's going to decline, and let's see, that's going to decline, and the bottom of that where it might pivot is around come Friday, the 15th of September. It might continue to decline. That's the 10-day moving average on Apple stock might continue to decline, might show some weakness up till Friday the 15th of September. So this whole week there's a speculation that 10-day moving average might decline, but it doesn't mean that will be the case. So we have there are downward projections on Apple stock. There is a downward projection of $179.19. There is 177.88. That's a downward projection, but there are upward projections, no doubt about that. On this 1 day chart, we have 181.15, 183.54, 190.72. So let's correlate some of these Fibonacci projections we have. We have some from projections on the NASDAQ. We read them out since 17,215, 19,030, and 21,354. So let's get to the 1 month chart, and those might be where we might correlate some of these Fibonacci projections. So I would say if NASDAQ gets, if Apple gets to, let's put it, okay, let's get to, if it gets to 216, has it ever reached there? 216, has it ever reached 216? It hasn't reached 216, has never reached there. 196 is this, now 196.45. okay, let's put it this way: if it breaks through 198.69, then there's a good chance that we might print, the chance of printing 17,215 on NASDAQ improves. Okay, and then if it gets to 216, then the chance of getting to 19,030 also improves. And then if it gets to 241, the chance of getting to 21,354 also improves on that, on the NASDAQ, you know. So these are just speculations, but I mean, you know very well that the rally, the strength that the NASDAQ is showing is definitely, Apple is without any doubt a key factor in it, and indeed including Nvidia. But I have been, you know, indicating that it's not only Nvidia that is behind the rally, the strength we have seen, especially this year. Apple is involved, and indeed 60% of the broader markets, they are definitely involved in this strength that we saw, this strength that took the S&P 500 to the highs of this year, you know, for 600 and thereabout, you know. So see what you make of all of these, and I'll definitely continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.